Sun in the houses in astrology, 4th and 10th house. Trust and believe I didn't copy this from anywhere. I came up with this information by myself. Even though we all learn from other people, I didn't truly understand the sun's placement until recently, which means I had to constantly read other people's charts to get better.
Thank you to those people.
If you have sun in the 4th or 10th house, then you should watch the full video, because the sun has an opposite aspect in whatever house it is in. Meaning, if the sun is in your 4th house, it would still have the same effects as if it is in the 10th house, and vice versa. The sun shows what we boss around, what we get into ego conflicts with. Sun shows how we self-express ourselves individually. Sun is independence and entrepreneurship. Sun placements indicate where we truly show who we are as an individual. Sun is ego and confidence. The sun really is narcissism in astrology.
Sun in the 4th house. I don't care what any idiot says. You legit have some people out here saying the 4th house represents the father, when in actuality, the 4th house is originally ruled by Cancer. Cancer is all motherly, so yes, the 4th house does represent the mother. This type of sun placement will prove just that. The sun represents your father, while being in the house of the mother. This makes your mother become the father figure in your life. It could happen for various. One of the main reasons is single parenting.
Another is your father just isn't in your life for whatever reason. Maybe he travels for work, or died when you were young. Just know that your mother has to take over the role as the father. Your father could be alive and it would still be the case. Even Suri Cruise has sun in the 4th house. Her father Tom Cruise is alive and well but barely hangs out with his daughter. If the father is in your life though, then it could be he acts like how a mother would or takes over the role of the mother, which could make your father the single parent. This is rarely the case though. All of this stuff is worth noting because you may see this type of sun in your child's chart, although a lot of the effects can remain the same because in the 10th house, sun aspects the 4th house. Sun in the 4th house will make your mother act like a boss to you or command you to do things a lot. Maybe she likes to shout at you telling you what to do but is different with your siblings. See, your mother bosses you around, and so when you tell her what to do, she often wouldn't listen. Then when she tells you what to do, you won't often listen. This is how ego conflicts and arguments between you and the mother happen. The arguments are constantly about proving who's right and who's wrong. Sun in the 4th house will make you have a mother that was very dominant in your life, mainly because she took on the role of the father. Even if the father is constantly in your life, your mother would be the decision maker in what you were allowed to do growing up. For example, Denzel Washington was forced by his mother to go boarding school.
Sun is self-expression and the 4th house is your homes and vehicles. Easy, you are the type of person that likes to show off your home environment, homes and vehicles. We know people that like to brag about how big their yard is, or they like mention they own a pool. What about people who feel confidence once they get a vehicle? Those are people with sun in the 4th house.
Here's the catch.
People with sun in the 4th house likes to act like a king whenever they are at home, meaning they become more bossy as a person because home to them means everything. This is why when they are away from home, they become depressed. You enter their vehicles. Sun in the 4th house people would have car rules because they take pride in their vehicles. People with this sun placement might use the country or USA state as a way of self-expression. For example, foreigners spark conversations with locals by saying they are from a particular place. When people are going to fight, they like saying things like, "I'm from New York." Most likely they have sun in the 4th or even 10th house. Another way they self-express themselves is through their parents, particularly the mother. This is why when they are around the mother, they get more confident. The 4th house is our private life, so sun in the 4th house and not exactly when it's in the 10th house. These people prefer being at home. Not just that, they are not open to just giving out who they are to strangers. This is kinda an introverted placement, since who they are comes out whenever they are at home or in their vehicles. Your self-expression would also be easily expressed through your emotions and mental state. For example, if you're depressed, it would be hard for you to hide, meaning others can easily diagnose any psychological disorders you are going through.
Others being mainly your mother, because who you are truly. Your mother would know. She can tell if you're happy or sad.
Sun in the 10th house.
10th house is about our career, work environments, reputation, public image, the fame we have for our career, our bosses or superiors like CEOs, supervisors at work, and your father, etc.
Basically where the sun is in the 4th or the 10th house. You either do entrepreneurship, or you have to do work where you become the boss and manager.
You want to have authority in your work environments, meaning you want the top positions.
Even if you have the low positions like entry levels, you would be acting as if you're the boss. What I mean is, you would be giving your managers recommendations on what you feel should be taking place. Obviously, this can't happen in any work environment. What can make a person become a boss very quickly? It's by doing entrepreneurship. In your work environments, you like working independently. And it's because you don't want a superior bossing you around.
This makes you have a career that is very much independent. Those self-made millionaires can have sun in the 10th or 4th house. You self-express yourself through career and work environments.
You're the type of person that tends to have confidence when you have a career or a job title.
10th house shows what we are recognized for based on our career.
For example, yeah, I know Paul, he is a plumber.
You would be publicly recognized as being an entrepreneur, someone that is a CEO or president for a company. Donald Trump has a Rahu Sun conjunction in his 10th house.
Lastly, you may also self-express yourself by who your father is.
Follow me on the other apps. I'm out.